Good couple of weeks here in our Bisons franchise as we took care of business against the Elks for the second time this season, and the Voyagers were no match for us. Obviously a lot of injuries there, but still, with the players being in, probably doesn't change the outcome too much. Now we have the Mounties, then the Steamers, who have found their way to 2 wins already, which I think might even tie or surpass their last season's totals, which is definitely saying something. But the Mounties, if I'm not mistaken, are a very, very good team. So this is a team that we cannot take too lightly. Any breakouts? Yes, finally a breakout. Yes, we talked about it. The Mounties, 4-1. Definitely a good team. Did we win a player of the week? We did not. Usually a player of the week is what comes with a breakout player, but not this time. The Mounties, speaking of, last week, almost 200 yards for Taylor, 3 total touchdowns. Sean Murphy bunting with 2 interceptions and a pick 6, it would appear. Josh Allen was decent, but did throw that pick, and then Jesse Bates with a pick 6 as well. It seems like the NFC is better than the AFC, that's all I'm saying. Quick look at the team before we go into any opposing team situations. Look at Jadarius Lewis's morale, +7. What are those accuracies looking like? Oh my! +5 to medium, +5 to short, +4 to deep. I mean, there really is no excuse for him to be bad. At least during this stretch. I don't know how long that morale boost is going to last, or if that's just like something that's going to stick with him as long as we keep winning. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, Coriel Jackson has improved this season, which is great. Gleason's doing what Gleason does. The DTs have been decent. Linebackers have been pretty good. Corners have been pretty... I mean, this has been a very good team and a really good start to the season, without a doubt. Let me know if you guys have been enjoying the 2 games episodes lately, and if you guys want to see another episode tomorrow, 150 likes, I think, with the Madden season kind of dwindling down. That's a little more fair, a little more obtainable. Anyways, let's head on in to some tough matchups. Let's take a look at the Mounties are a part of the injury squad that we all are, and they are not. They don't belong to our squad. We've had a player injured ever since, like, the end of week 1, pretty much, so we're a part of the damn squad, damn it. But the Mounties, we've always heard about them being a pretty damn good team, and let's see why. Looking at the quarterback, Dak Prescott, obviously some pretty good accuracies there. Throw power is down to an 89, though, so not quite as much zip as before. Medium accuracy, 85 is one of his lower ratings, but running back, not a problem. Jonathan Taylor is one of the best backs in the league. Really good at trucking and stiff arm and juke move. One of the fastest backs in the league as well. Wide receiver, Jacoby Myers is decent. Elijah Moore's okay. Cooper Kupp has regressed hard, but still good enough, especially with that release. Tight end Hawkinson's great. Left tackle's one of the best. Skoronski's one of the best. Center's okay. Right guard's one of the best. And right tackle's decent. Left end, not the best. Okay at block shedding, I suppose. Barnett, pretty good at getting to the quarterback with his power moves. Hurd, very good block shedding. Left outside linebacker Jonathan Cooper, very good power move, actually. Pratt, decently athletic. Campbell, huge, which makes up for the athleticism, plus his change direction's great. Van Ginkel, kind of a best of both worlds with pretty good finesse. Joey Porter Jr. and Fuller make for a good duo with Awuzie at number 3. Not bad as a top 3, actually. Free safety, 5'9", not the fastest. Good zone, though. And then also not that fast at strong safety. So the deep ball could be vulnerable. Kennedy, really good kick power. Punter, though, what are they doing? Looking at how we want to approach them, they seem to be a very good run team, so defending the inside run is going to be our focus, and then throwing the ball in the medium, short range kind of area is what we're going to be focusing on for the offense. Got a couple upgrades, including Cam Jones, who's almost a 90 overall. Field General gets him a +2 to tackle, 1 to strength, 1 to man coverage, 1 to block shed. Is his strength 68 strength? What was the +2? Tackle. I was about to say, is his tackle not max by now? 95. Might actually go with pass coverage next, just to try and get that man coverage to 80 if we can, but obviously there's really no downside to him other than really like injury concerns, but knock on wood, he hasn't had a major injury yet. Knock on wood once again. Joe Morant, we need that medium route up. The deep route wouldn't hurt either, so I think we're going to go deep threat here. Maybe gives him a speed upgrade as well, perhaps. Let's take a look. Oh, only 2 upgrades. Oh, that's a nice upgrade, though. 4 to deep route, 1 to release. Now putting him at 84 deep route. You know, his biggest lacking, which obviously took a huge jump there. And then Jadarius Lewis, strong arm. Is that really his weakness? I think it kind of is. Short accuracy is actually a little bit weaker. What about Field General? Let's go Field General. I think that's actually what got us our throw power upgrade last time anyways, isn't it? whether it was or not, it's a really good upgrade. +2 to short, 1 to medium, and 1 to under pressure. I mean, he's looking good. He's looking good. And for our breakout DB, it's Riley Moss, who has a chance to become an X Factor. Mans thinks he's Babe Ruth, I guess. Under 100 passing yards, that's almost impossible. Or force 3+ turnovers. Or get Riley Moss 3 of his own. So if we force 3 turnovers, he becomes an X Factor. It doesn't have to be him. Also, the final act, if you will, we are going to be putting Jukebox on Chris Rodriguez. I was told multiple times by multiple people, put it on him. So we're going to get rid of Spin Cycle. We're going to put it on him. To be fair, his abilities do suck quite a bit. So I guess one really good ability is not going to kill it. But I am curious to see if it's actually going to improve him. I think his juke moves perfectly fine without, but maybe this will be a whole new Rodriguez, even better. Here we go. Game 1 of 2 for the episode. The Mounties. Jonathan Taylor having a pretty good week last week with 200 yards and 3 touchdowns total, I believe. Looking at Jadarius Lewis, I think it was a down week last week, actually. The week before was amazing, and then this last week was a little bit worse, but still a breakout scenario for the first time in a while for Riley Moss, who probably doesn't need it. I mean, I don't think his peak's looking too great when it comes to his chance to even get that 4th slot that an X Factor unlocks, but it'd be nice if Taylor could get there because he's still normal dev, one of the only, maybe even the only normal dev starter on the defense. Guys like Romeo Doubs on offense, obviously he just came back from injury, so we're not going to expect much from him, but yeah, we could use some dev ups for the guys that actually are needing dev ups. Normal to star, star to superstar, that kind of stuff. Jadarius Lewis, maybe we can build up a couple of good games and get him a dev up, but either way, nothing changes when it comes to kickoff, as we are going to be the team to kick off first. And look at the Golden Eagles, still undefeated, kicking his ball deep. The wind's a little bit against us, so this thing might be short. It will not. Chad Ryland, he cuts through all wind. He cuts wind. I don't know. Either way, Dak Prescott, he's looking regressed, but they're 4-1, so you have to imagine he is at least a somewhat decent part of it. And 6 touchdowns, 0 interceptions is not what I wanted to see when we had to force 3 total turnovers to get Riley Moss the X Factor. They got all these tight ends in. It's time to... Oh, there's nobody on the running back. One-on-one tackle. Great job, Taylor. Beautiful. It sucks that... not that it matters because it was Taylor, not Riley Moss anyways, but it sucks that deflections don't count anymore. I don't even think that would count as a deflection, but you never know. A lot of players up, and Cam Jones got a free rush, and he's going to get the quarterback down for a loss of 9. Jonathan Taylor just leaving him out to dry. I know he's probably supposed to go out on a route, but still, you see someone coming at you like that, you need to block. Let's be real. You need to stop him from getting to them. And it actually was a block and release. He kind of just released. He's just like, screw. We got a lot of linebackers on the field here for 3rd and 19, but these are good linebackers, so what can you really ask for? We're getting to the outside, and great job by Gleason to help out. That will be a punt. They lost 3 total yards on the first drive. Anaconda on the return. And we're going to cut it back inside as we're never going to get that edge. Here we go. Jadarius Lewis, 11 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, 1,300 yards, and his completion percentage is at least over 50%. And we got a bunch of tight ends in here. Let's see what we got for quick throws. Kind of predetermined to Romeo Doubs, who gains about 3. I mean, I'm all about percentages. 3 yards times 4 is good math. That's good math. That's all I can really say. Double team the DT, nose tackle, if you will. Inside handoff to Rodriguez. Oh, Lord. That was not the way I was hoping we would have blocked that up. Don't get me wrong, Campbell's a big guy, and he's not bad, but at the same time, I felt like we should be able to block him with an offensive lineman, no? And we're in trouble immediately. Who is that now? Van Ginkel. All right, punt. And unfortunately, the ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 from the 20. We at least gained 2 yards. They gained nothing. We're supposed to be on the running back. There is no rush at all. He's going to throw it away. We brought 4, but one of them was like a linebacker blitz from the inside. Hey, at least their guys can cover. Is that... Oh, my. We are in the wrong formation again. Deep down the field. Pretty good coverage by Taylor, though. And straight up drop by Jacoby Myers. Taylor should have been in position, but Dak actually, like, underthrew him. I don't know if that was intentional, but it almost worked. Oh, wow. That was... Don't get me wrong, big baller, like, swag move, but pick 6 it, thank you. Like, him swatting that, it was cool, because it's like, get that out of here. But, like, no, intercept it next time. Got to say, somebody blocked this guy, and 52 came out of nowhere. Anaconda with the short, quick movements. Almost leading to a touchdown there. To the left, Rodriguez. There we go, some blocks for once. Gets about 12. Beautiful play. Jailbreak screen. And it actually works out. Romeo gains 8, looking way bigger than that safety. He's apparently a superstar. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see it. I don't, but whatever. Palmer on the zig. Zone coverage is going to mislead this. And he stops running. Thank God we got hit. We would have just thrown a pick. We would have thrown a pick. If Joe Morant kept running his route, he would have at least at the end of it gotten open, and we could have maybe hit him with the throw. Want to beat? All right. I mean, the jukebox didn't really help us there at all. We broke the tackle because Campbell's tackling's a bit lower than the break tackle of Rodriguez. So far I haven't seen like any brokenness. I'm going to run it again. I don't really like the fact that all of our plays are like outs and they're playing shade over there. And Palmer, pretty good blocking. We get almost the first down. Gives us a chance here to maybe take a shot. At least the offense is actually moving. Kind of just go routes, see what we got. And we're in trouble. Barely threw that ball away. Running back just not blocking. Throwing the ball on 3rd and inches, despite the fact that we have had 0 success through the air. Rodriguez, possession. Nice catch. Sucks, because with his like athleticism, his juke ability and all that, if he could actually catch properly, he'd be so deadly on the run. Like, run after the catch-wise, but we can't trust him. And wow, okay, we're just not even going to get that ball off. The man is wide open, but we just have no release. Kuntz open, but we'll see if he can actually stay open. It's a tough throw. That is a dot, though, and wow, what a shot. It's like he got kicked right into the nutsack. Like, he actually looked like he protected that area. Little short ins. Kuntz, nice. Touchdown, Kuntz. Not the prettiest drive, especially through the air, but we got the touchdown. That's what matters. Don't be crazy, but, like, is there actually, like, a sliver of a chance we actually hold them to under 100 passing yards? I'm just saying, is there a chance? Oh, what a cutback, though. Damn. Damn, Taylor is too shifty. He is way too shifty. It should not be legal to be that shifty with that much trucking. Like, he's going to run us over one time. And what a play by us. Obviously gets help from Jesus. From Jesus. Jesus helped him there. That lineman's huge. Don't get me wrong. 6'5" is not small, but Vera Tucker looked way bigger than that, no? Am I crazy? Get Cam, I almost called him Cam Jones sleeping. Antonio Johnson almost came up and made the play for him, but unfortunately it will be a conversion. Just talked about, oh, you might under 100 yards is doable, huh? Nope. Don't know about that. Not bad, actually, but once again, another first down, Hawkinson. It's not going to be easy covering one-on-one in man with any of these players, let alone, you know, Walt James. Either way, to the second quarter, you know, yards are pretty similar. Johnson trying to get out their camp, but the team helps, and finally we limit Jonathan Taylor on a run. Try to get in there with Wilson. Wilson died. Wilson was not even close. But he took one of the linemen out of the play, I suppose. Can't get out of there with Gleason. No! I knew I needed to contain the edge. Fumble! Recovered by Ronnie Shelton, who's apparently playing DB. That's why you finish the play. That is why you finish the play. Dak should have slid, and he just, for some reason, didn't. We get in there. Walt James forces the fumble. Gleason tries to get on it, but Ronnie Shelton, for some reason, all the way down there. Good hustle. Gets the ball. And it's Bison's offense out in the field. And you know what I'm excited about? Fumbles or turnovers. Kuntz, quick throw. Quick throw's been there. It's so weird, though, because to me, Kuntz is not that fast, but, I mean, 87 speed is fast. 87 speed at tight end is definitely not slow. And I really just never thought. I thought he had like 85. So, the more you know, I suppose. Pretty good job. Number 44 almost made an unbelievable play, but the tight end did just enough. I think it was Bellinger. And we'll get the first down. Rodriguez really didn't feel like he's had that good of a start, but enough to be in the zone. It's almost impossible to bring him down with one tackle. Not necessarily what I meant. I kind of meant like, you know, one-on-one juke But, yeah, I mean, prove me wrong. Palmer, that's a good throw. Palmer is, you know, he eats the inside. Hey, pause, kind of. I mean, they got players. We're going to throw this ball. Kind of like Kuntz. Oh, that is a really good route. Why is he celebrating? He got beat. Simply put, he got beat. That's not really a celebrate-worthy play. I wonder if Rodriguez drops the ball, if it'll knock him out of the zone. And that is an unbelievable attempt by Joe Morant. Not a great break out of his route. That's a good throw. You can say that it was a bad throw, but you can't say it was a bad throw because Joe Morant got out of his break really slowly. Oh, no. Rodriguez one-on-one with first one free and jukebox. Didn't break the tackle. But either way, it'll lead to a field goal. Really disappointing because one-on-one, for one, the lineman did so poorly there. 3 linemen, no one can get 1 block. But one-on-one with all of that going for him. Try to swat. The timing was good. Oh, speaking of the timing, get hit by Johnson. Riley Moss playing underneath. Finally, some crap talk from them. Finally, something worthy to be crap talking about. Taylor one-on-one. Let's see what we can do. And free rush off the edge. Doesn't dump it off to the running back. And Walt James is definitely making the case for himself for rookie or player of the week. And where rookie of the week would even make sense in any realm, let alone for him. Riley Moss up the field. Perfect coverage. And takes the catch with stride. Who is that tight end now? They've got, oh, it's Darren Wallace. But I said they got like superstars on deck. And we got the deep in. Is that Cam Jones? Who is that? Who is it? Oh, that's a good play, and we couldn't get the swat. Wilson! What are you doing? White-on-white crime is at an all-time high as Cooper Kupp scores a big touchdown. What are you doing, buddy? Cooper Kupp just murdered that man. How are you getting burned by old man Kupp? It's all shriveled. It's an old cup. Can't even drink out of it anymore. Like, what are we doing? Cooper Kupp showing off the route running. You know, that's one way to keep your career going as a wide receiver if you're not that fast. You got them routes. You still got good release, and his speed's not that bad. As, you know, shown by the fact that our DBs just got completely torched by him. To the edge. And trying to use the speed. Campbell is insane. Khalil Brown injured for the Mounties. Run game has been hit or miss. Run the ball again. So we got a quick throw over to Kuntz. Oh my... What do you mean? Their entire team crushed us. They were running cover 4, and their 4 defensive linemen instantly got to us. Morant, just do the thing. He did the thing. The throw's on the money. He did the thing. It's a 75-yard touchdown past Kendall Fuller. There we go. Morant has been so quiet in this game so far. They gave him one-on-one coverage without the safety. And that's just going to be a touchdown every day of the week. Perfect throw by Jadarius. Right on the money. Boom. I mean, Joe Morant is really, at this point, Jamar Chase, which is great. Oh, Taylor. Oh, come on, Cooper Kupp. Please. It sucks so much that Taylor's in great position all of these plays, but his point of attack defense is awful. He's just not there. And underneath, not going to happen. 3 yards. 2nd and 7. The Mounties, they absolutely need to put some points on the board this drive. Oh, that is a wide open receiver. Taylor, I mean, once again, he's been in pretty good coverage for most plays. Not that one. But when it comes to actually defending the point of attack as well, he's had a pretty bad game so far, and that would have added to it. And Johnson can't get over there. Jonathan Taylor, sideline toe tap. Unbelievable. That was a crazy good play. The angle was a little off. We tried to adjust for Johnson, and it just didn't happen. Get over there, Cam. Nice tackle. Only problem is, you argue, if they play this for a touchdown properly, this could be the perfect end of the half, as it would not give us a chance at the ball. Looks like a read option. Not going to be. Back of the end zone. And caught. Wow, good hands by Mr. Jacoby Myers. They're going to be back down by 3. Got to say, though, I don't want to, like, blame anyone single-handedly, but Taylor so far is kind of the reason why Riley Moss isn't already an X Factor. We're in trouble. Van Ginkel, I don't know what happened, but he should have picked 6 that. We kept backing up, trying to, you know, buy time to get open, and it really didn't happen. Quick throw to Kuntz. That actually could be a first down. That's a big, fast fella. Can't go down. Huge play. Double cross. We got the 3 timeouts. As long as we get completions to the right team, at least. It's all right. In trouble, and kind of just threw that up to Kuntz, who tries to go for. We should have just ran out of the way. That's just an unnecessary, like, injury risk. Got Palmer with some speed to that corner. Looks like zone, so I can't really. Oh, tight end. Bellinger holds on because he's Bellinger. Could have been tiredness, but talked about, you know, Kuntz risking injury, and then Bellinger has to come in on the primary route. Just saying. I mean, they are rushing in on us. This is a risk. Oh, maybe not. Kuntz holds on. I wish we could have gotten out of bounds, but that's fine. We're getting crazy with the kind of backyard football plays. As Kuntz is open again. Diving short of the end zone. Don't get me wrong. I get we're at the 1-yard line, but them having us under center is ridiculous. So we obviously changed that up. Palmer. Touchdown. What a drive. Back up by 10. Beautiful drive. Now we're just going to hop straight into the second half. No messing around. Keep that hot streak going as Calvin Austin takes a hit and a half. I am glad he didn't fumble because honestly with a fumble there, with already having a big fumble before, not this game obviously, earlier in the season, would have probably dropped him down the list a little bit. Maybe lose the starting job again. I believe in this run even though they got 6 up. I don't think they get past our line, and they don't. Rodriguez got some room. Gotta think last season Rodriguez would have finished that run. But still, it's a huge play. Read option time. They do read the quarterback, and Rodriguez is going to find another about 10. Sort of trickery play. We got the fastest tight end on the field running the deepest route, Will Mallory. And we're not going to get it. We're just going to take Bellinger for the first down. Why risk it? I'm going to say this is not a play we should be running. Maybe. And fumbles the ball. Picked up by Williams, who was monitoring that play like a damn assistant manager. Look at the guy go. My man's was watching. He was not allowing us to sell that play. Get the play action. Tight end. I know it's a tough throw and you got a guy next to you, but come on, hit the throw. Looking for the double middle, over the move. I don't know what I'm saying. Double move over the middle. Rodriguez is wide open, though. Ooh, that's a good fake out. Morant. What a catch. But what are you genuinely doing, sir? It was literally supposed to be a short out, and he came back. Great catch, though. I mean, hell, great catch. I'm thinking. I'm thinking here. I got a linebacker on Palmer. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. This is going to be our play. Morant, got to save the day. Oh, what a catch! Morant, unbelievable. That was beautiful. We threw that ball more as a comeback because I believed in his catching ability, and that was sick. Look at this catch, though. Unbelievable. Worst part is we would have had Kuntz. I think Kuntz was wide open. Let's take a quick look at him. Look at him. He's so open. He would have been so open. Unless Campbell makes the play, which I don't think he does. Hand the ball off. Played a little safer on this first down. Oh, we got room. Look at the blocks. Romeo Dobbs. Beautiful. Bisons touchdown. That could be the game. Offense is clicked. Early start, especially in that first quarter, not good. But after that, we have done well. Got ourselves a 3rd and 3 here from the 32-yard line. We obviously know their route, but that underneath looks pretty deadly. And, oh, speaking of, maybe not the guy we were looking at, but we weren't wrong. And after a sack on 2nd down, it's going to be a 3rd and 13. Passing yards, I would imagine, are above 100 by now. We need those turnovers. Force the fumble. Huge hit, though. Going to be another conversion. Big conversion, too. 3rd and 10. Back on a long 3rd down conversion attempt. Let's see if Jackson can get in there. Maybe apply some pressure. Force a freaking turnover. Good bull rush. Does apply the pressure. Dak's in trouble, and Gleason's going to get the wrap up. Can kick the field goal. It's going to be a long one, though. And they are going to attempt it. I think with how long it is, I think they're probably going to be able to get it. But is there like, is there not like field goal return? I guess all of them are returns. What am I even thinking? Actually, that's not true. What am I talking about? Oh, well, doesn't matter. Ball's probably not going to be returnable anyways. Definitely not, as he had the leg, just not the accuracy. We're going to be at the 43-yard line with a 3rd and 3 to start this fourth quarter. Yards, I mean, they're actually kind of similar. It's just we're actually finishing our drives. Even though it's short side of the field, this is always like a killer money play for us. So we're going to go with Bellinger maybe. Nope. Morant wide open. Perfect throw. Morant, nice juke move. And gets out of bounds to the 18. That's a really late tackle, by the way. I know they initiated the tackle before he went out of bounds, but then somebody came in late and hit him. Morant over 100 in the day. Rodriguez is going to get another handoff. And kind of breaks off the tackle. Nothing crazy. Just trying to finish this drive out with a touchdown and call game. Actually, there was someone on Bellinger. Bad throw, but safety actually jumped that pretty nicely. Still would have been probably caught just from the size difference alone, but unfortunately not going to happen. Romeo Doubs to that outside. I want to get Romeo Doubs involved more. It's going to be a jump ball. And Romeo Doubs makes it look easy. Those comeback, like, high points have been really good this game. They're coming up, so quick throw to Rodriguez. If he holds on, might be a touchdown. Not going to be the case. Romeo Doubs, wide open. Game met. And apparently they score a 54-yard touchdown on 3rd and 1 to Elijah Moore down the field. However, they fail their two-point conversion, meaning Graves comes in. I'm struggling. Throw away. The struggle bus is real. And then we got big old Griffin in. I like to see the backups because I honestly think the team that we have out here with no Morant, no Rodriguez, and no Jadarius puts Fitz up against the league. I think they beat the league up. You know, we just gained 8 yards on Griffin, with Griffin there running over a guy. Like, I truly think that this team, this lineup right here is good enough to win games. So it's nice to see, like, if that actually is true. Graves, good throw. Trey Palmer gets a few. And then the fun part is, obviously, if you go with the read option, you can actually do something with the quarterback if he keeps it. Nice block. There goes Graves. Juke move works all the way down to the 8. Oh, I wish Graves didn't suck at throwing the football. It's crazy because he's not even that fast, yet you can see the difference. To the corner. Not a bad throw at all, just a nearly impossible catch. Go routes. Might be going back to Ellison. Ellison doesn't really jump up. Kind of out-jumped by Joey, which is a baby kangaroo, so in fairness, kind of an unfair matchup from the get-go. Should have taken that inside. To the tight end, Kuntz, who holds on. From the 2, you obviously go for this. You can count it as stat padding, but with our backups being in, check your ego, Quit your crying on the other side. Play some defense if you don't want to get scored on. I had him. Oh, he holds on! Romeo Doubs! I was hoping someone would have came back to the ball after I went blind mode and missed like 2 of my reads. Didn't really happen, and the ball's just thrown up there for somebody. It's like, okay, it's either we take the sack or we just throw it in there, and Romeo Doubs holds on. Unbelievable. I genuinely don't know how this ball is like completed. I don't know how I don't see Ellison wide open. The other 2 I can kind of see because, it's a deep slant on that left side, and then Palmer's obviously got the linebacker in front of him, but definitely should have seen Ellison. And here I'm just like, who do I throw to? Ellison's running into some players too, and he's probably going to run to the back of the end zone. What a play. I don't know how Metellus doesn't see that play, though. Low catch, somehow holds on. And the Mounties stat pad themselves, get themselves another touchdown, but in the end will lose the game quite largely for how good of a team they are in a pretty bad fashion, 45-27. And Graves actually finished the game out pretty strong for us. Normally it's like, hey, we throw a pick or something stupid, but had a pretty big run, had a couple of nice throws, had a touchdown in there. Unfortunately, though, I do not believe Riley Moss is going to X Factor. Not really much he could have done, honestly. Like, Dak wasn't bad at all. Both quarterbacks were unbelievable, to be honest. And then there just wasn't much turnovers. There's not really much you can do in that case. Rodriguez, pretty good game, just didn't run the ball much because we were just killing it through the air. Romeo Doubs, yards are low, but 2 touchdowns. Definitely not good enough for a player of the week. It probably goes to Jadarius, to be honest. Defensively, though, Walt James finishes with 2 sacks. Love to see that. And a forced fumble. Kennedy misses a kick, and we move on to 5-1. Take a look at that breakout, which we definitely did not get. That's not the game I wanted to have, Coach. I mean, we played well. I don't know, I honestly don't remember seeing Riley Moss all of last game, which is a good thing. Like, I think there was a tackle where he tried to come in and help on the run game, but outside of that, he was basically silent, which, as a cornerback, is the best thing you could ever ask for, to be honest. No player of the week, and no breakout, which is really sucky. There's no way Dak won player of the week. How? He was sacked 5 times and fumbled. How is that better than very similar Jadarius? Or was the yards way less? I can't remember. I thought the yards were similar. Were they not? I gotta see this. I'm sick of this. Okay, he did have a lot less yards. In fairness, but Dak fumbled. There's no way you can give him the award when he legit fumbled. It wasn't a sack that, he wasn't. Wow, the Steamers are 4-2, by the way. It wasn't a sack that, he didn't see coming because the lineman blew the assignment. He was running on a scramble, didn't slide, and fumbled the ball away. What more do you need? That is obviously a huge mistake, and maybe even lost in the game in the end. Of course, looking at the Steamers, though, wow. This elite offensive line is injured. Worse is out for the whole year. Broken femur. I mean, that's potentially career-ending. Ruptured disc 3 weeks, and then a partial PCL tear to Wan'Dale Robinson. Yet, this is the season they're doing well. The 1 year they're freaking injured is the year they're doing well. Maybe it's a new quarterback situation, and it's not. I remember they actually passed on quarterback because they believed in Kyle Jones, and so far, maybe they're right. Pretty damn accurate looking, good enough throw power. Javonte Williams has caused us problems in the past. A.J. Brown's great. Jeromepkr, really good excel, decent speed, very raw receiver though. They could have probably used a little bit more talent there. Dulcich, not bad. Left tackle's decent, even though it's supposed to be their right tackle. Left guard is Zach Martin, apparently. Center is Brian Allen. Right guard is Dylan Fisher. Right tackle is Pickett. So they're not actually looking too bad if they just didn't move everyone over. Just let everyone play their normal position and just put new players at the players that need to be injured replacement-wise. Tyquan Lewis, not the best. Dante Jackson, pretty damn good, actually. Aleem McNeil, solid, especially against the run. Phillips is a really good edge rusher. Linebackers, Diablo's really fast, but Gibbons, man, that speed is lackluster. Thibodeau is really good. Newsom's amazing. Elam's really good. Frazier, the rookie's good. They got some good corners here. Safeties are great with athleticism. Kick power is great on the kick punter. I mean, it's interesting to see them finally develop, but it makes sense. They look good. Their roster is not bad, and even with those really big lineman names injured. But as far as what they want to do, it's definitely going to be running the ball. I'd say inside run. They do outside runs, but it kind of seems like they cut it back inside. I don't know if that really makes a difference, but as far as what they do badly is apparently a stop the pass game. I don't know if I really truly believe that, but that's what it says. Got a couple upgrade points. Really, it is Cody Carr and Romeo Doubs that have the big name upgrades, if you will. Release, I'm not sure how much that's going to affect him, but I think I want that to be 85, so I'm going to go physical. I just want that to be 85. I don't know. Just want it to happen, and that's what's going to happen. 2 to spec catch, which he already is great at. Medium route and catch in traffic +1. 2 to stiff arm, kind of a random upgrade, which puts him at 47 stiff arm. Yeah, I don't think that matters too much, but 91 spec now. He's great at catching. These 2 wide receivers are great. Let's just put it that way. Here we are going up against the Steamers, who have really shocked the NFL world here at a 4-2 start. Darius Lewis last week, I wouldn't say snubbed for player of the week, but kind of snubbed for player of the week, as he didn't fumble the ball. Dak did. He didn't. He also didn't get sacked 5 times by holding on to the ball too long. But as far as these Steamers go, it's definitely more of a team effort type of thing for them. Obviously, we have a team effort, but we also have some very key, great players doing really great work, like Joe Morant and Rodriguez and Jadarius Lewis. But the Steamers are definitely trying to pull off the quote-unquote upset. It's hard to call it upset because they're 4-2, we're 5-1. That's not very big of a difference. But obviously they win this game. Depending on how they played against some of the other division rivals, you would assume because they have the head-to-head win, they would be a half a game ahead. So this is a really big matchup. Of course, they're going to be getting the ball first. That's how we do these things. It's like a mutual agreement from both sides. As Chad Ryland mutually agrees to kick this thing all the way through the end zone. What are those floating things over there? Got them new floating air conditioners or some ventilation systems. Seems like a waste of technology, but sure, why not? Kyle Jones, Steamer starting quarterback. 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That is not bad. All right, we're going to press on this play. We're not even blitzing, but we're just going to press anyways. And that is not going to be a very successful press on that outside. Good hit. A.J. Brown, though, burning. Kind of a zig route, if you will, doing the job there. A.J. Brown is going to be our matchup. 5 wide with linebackers in. Makes sense. We're actually on that. Another huge hit, but a first down. Bringing the blitz. This time we actually... Nah, it's Riley Moss again. What to say? I thought we had Taylor on A.J. Brown. And we're trying to blow this out. The running back's open. Is this the same play reversed again? We missed the tackle. A.J. Brown, first down. Is that not literally the same play? It's literally the same play? That is actually insane that we just got beat by the same play twice. And that could be picked. It will be Riley Moss. Try to cut it back field, and what a play. That was a great chase down. Michael Thomas just doesn't have the juice anymore. Trying to throw it out in front of him. Couldn't do it. Riley Moss couldn't get a pick last week, but got one this week. Would have needed 2 more anyways, but not bad at all. Good interception. I mean, if it's in front of him, he at least has a chance. But yeah, that's just going to be a win for us almost every day of the week. Jadarius Lewis, though, speaking of a win for us, I believe 15-3 is now his touchdown to pick ratio. And some really unlucky interceptions, some deflection ones and hit as you're throwing type plays. He's having a hell of a stretch this season so far, and we are absolutely here for it. Can we shift? Let's just run the dive and then maybe cut it back if it's there. Which it... Oh, it could have been even more, but the edge didn't contain. We got 3, though. Back to the stretch. Actually going to keep it this time, though. And the fullback misses. Rodriguez uses just enough speed to gain 5. Go to the RPO with Palmer on the other side now. Got to say, if it needs to be kept, though, I worry. Oh, no! The corner read it, I think. 4th and 2. I'm going to punt it. We booted it straight to him. 34 tries to get in there. Not bad. Not bad. Forces him out. Phillips, good job. Going to come with the press play. Bring Johnson up. Oh, we're on that with Ronnie. Oh, he threw it right at Ronnie's feet. He could have had a chance at a pick there. Fumble recovery last week, pick this week. Put him out, freaking DB. Speaking of Phillips, going against a very much so bigger than him, Dulcich. Protecting the cutback, and wow, Phillips just fell asleep. I'm not really sure how you see a guy running at you with the football and you just stand still. The guy has the angle every day of the week. There's just no way you're not getting to him. You got to just run. Going to run a press man mid. Motion, thankfully, we're actually covering. Oh, he's going to take off instantly. And Gleason's going to get a sack. I'm not sure what happened, but Kyle Jones panicked. Not really running the ball all that much this game. Which I suppose with our history against it. Oh, that could be picked. Ryan Moss with pick number 2 in the first quarter. There's no way he would actually get it this week. That's insane. A week late is nasty work. Got the play action. Good block. Romeo Dobbs, if that's caught, will be scoring 3 touchdowns in 2 weeks. There we go. That's the drive we wanted to see. Even though it really wasn't much of a drive. It was a 1-play short drive. It is kind of crazy, though. 2 picks in the first quarter with the guy that had a scenario last week to become an X factor. Whereas last week, Dak continued his, non-interception streak. Huge hit in the back by Riley there. Nice. It's kind of weird. And it's not like the throw decisions are all that bad. It's just he's not putting enough on the ball. And I'm getting blocked up. Almost held, arguably. 2nd and 7 from the 44-yard line. Gleason off the edge. Not going to get there. Bad timing on that. Only gains 3, though. Suppose if they go for it on 4th and 1, if the trend continues, it's not that hard of a go for. Pressing, bringing some players to the line because we are kind of outmatched here on this line, if it is a run. Oh, we got to help. We got to help. And he's going to get sacked by Gleason, who does a really good job. We had a great coverage there. That could have been picked by Cam Jones. Good thing we were there because he gets that ball off quick to A.J. Brown. Our two DBs ran into each other. But Gleason's going to get the sack. Now up to 2 in the first quarter alone. Got some defenders having individual great games. Got a little play action. We like this play action. It's kind of against the grain when it comes to, which... Oh, there goes Romeo. Nice throw. Nice juke move attempt. Gets all the way to the 48. Already more yards for him this game than last week, which you love to see. He's the guy that needs the dev ups. He's normal dev, while his Morant is literally superstar X Factor. Oh, that's a wide open Kuntz. Truck this man. Doesn't get it. Down to the 12. Could have arguably pitched it to Morant. All the way down the field in very limited plays. Do have the safety over there, but I'm still willing. Let's not get this play action. And that's why I said I'm willing. Morant, touchdown, Bisons. We're looking really good. This could be our year. I don't want to jinx it because there could be injuries, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. That's all I'm going to say. Start of the second quarter, 3rd and 1. Manageable. Let's play to the running back, potentially. That could be picked off by Riley, who's going to score. Yikes, this Kyle Jones guy. Yikes for him. The rookie. Darren Riley, the speed. I kind of wish they would let you put almost anyone at kick returner, because can't you do that, now? You can, pretty much put anyone there. It would be cool that... Oh, my, that is a wide-open player. Dulcich to the 42, the only guy really doing anything for them right now. But yeah, Darren Riley could be a kick returner for us. He's 94 speed. Imagine him, 240, 250 pounds, running 94 speed right down on you. You'd be scared. Oh, Waltz gets stiff-armed, but great teamwork to lose yards anyways. 2nd and 11, they need a score here, obviously. We picked that up perfectly. That's how the coverage should be. That's how the hook should be playing. When nobody's going into his zone, he should be looking around to see where the other players are. Is there a curl behind me? Is there somebody, deep in going towards me, Oh, stuck on the line. That inside's going to be so free. Try to swats. I thought that's where he was going to go with it. And Gleason's going to knock him down. 4th and 1. You argue maybe he should just stay tough in the pocket and try to deliver a throw, because now it's 21-0. Barely starting the second, and they're punting. If he gains even a few yards there, and the punt sucks. If he gains a few yards there, you got yourself, a field goal potentially. And we're going to be running halfback blast right into the weak part of their defense. I mean, I was about to say, that should be yards, as Rodriguez gains about 13 or 14. Back to the play action. They're really not looking ready for this either. They're ready to stop a run play that's just not coming. Morant, perfect throw. Oh, I wanted to cut that back inside so hard. There was so much room. Got to say, right now, it's really easy to play the quarterback position on this team. The receivers are really just winning. And there goes Kuntz for a gain of about 5. Play action looking like Morant could be a huge target here. Palmer's also got a chance. Morant, wide open, perfect throw. All the way to the 7, untouched. I mean, it's almost looking like it's going to be a second half no-show for the offense. Don't even need... Oh, what a tackle by Tibb. Romeo Dobbs, no, he's injured. Please. Oh, and he's going back to the locker room. Yeah, those starters, I don't know if they need to come in. Right when the offense is starting to cook, we lose Romeo Dobbs again. Late throw, but it's there. Morant, touchdown number 2. Catch 2, touchdown 2. All right, let's see this injury. Of course. 3rd and 15 from the 46-yard line. Get that deep over. Guess it's really just a post. Oh, that could be picked, and it will be. Wilson! This quarterback is so easy to read. Can't juke him, though. Blasted. Of course, though, broken ribs for Romeo Dobbs. That is superb. We love broken ribs. Palmer's got speed. If we can actually just block the initial edge rusher, it won't change anything. At least they did block him. We lost 5, though. That Phillips 1-on-1. Morant. Kind of had to wait for it, but just wanted to make sure that ball gets in there. You're throwing a bullet pass, and he's there. Wait a little bit longer. Throw it to that angle. You could catch it underneath. Morant, and he's overthrown. That's a touchdown. Liam McNeil injured. At least it's not us for once. First overthrow of the game from Lewis, and it might have been because it was an early read. Wait a second longer to make that throw a little easier. And on the screen, we actually get a block. Oh, look at Rodriguez. In and out. Gains 12 to the 13-yard line. First down. Looking for the deep in and deep out again. Palmer sees route. Gets pushed inside. I like it, though. I like it. Caught it to the 1. Great footwork. Trying to get upfield. Couldn't get it. Could be looking at a quick look to Jadarius. Not to Jadarius. From Jadarius. I had Morant. Back of the end zone. Oh, there's no way! Elam with the pick. What was the issue here? So obviously I seen Morant. I just didn't trust that guy underneath. And I guess I was right not to. When I first saw this, I actually thought I missed the read. But no, there's Gardner Johnson's on that. I don't think we waited too long. Like right here you throw it. I guess the only way I could have done it better was, I mean, we already started the throw motion. I mean, he's open. There's not really much I could do. Obviously, him running into the wrong location didn't really help. Like, you're open. Just sit down. Like, you're running right into the DB. We did nothing wrong there. I actually thought I made the wrong... Oh, God. And we missed, but we forced him out. I thought I made the wrong play, but no, I actually played that perfectly. Could not have thrown it to Trey Palmer any sooner, and if I throw that slant to Morant, that's picked off underneath. It was Palmer that ran too deep. Over the middle, we had to go for the over the middle. Huge hit by Jones. 28 points is a lot, but it's not enough, sadly, especially in the first half, to be pulling your starters. So we're not going to see the backups, unfortunately. Wide open. I don't know where Taylor's going. Like, if you get beat by a step, sure, but you don't keep running to the end zone when the guy's stopped. No one's in your zone anymore. I mean, that's our job, but... Oh, I didn't think he was going to stay in bounds. Kind of wanted to go for like the big bang play, but at the same time, underneath was open too. So pick your poison. Either way, I think he's getting the yards he got. Oh, I think he was about to throw to Dulcich. Saw that we dropped back for the jump, and he actually learned his lesson and threw it away. 4 interceptions late to be learning that lesson, but, you know, he's a lesson learned. Oh, the timing. And I don't know how he's getting these thrown away. I genuinely don't. Like, that one, we were in there instantly. I'm not sure how he's getting away with that play. Oh, we're too shallow. Damn it. We made a pretty good bait there, but we were too shallow. Good throw by Kyle Jones. Touchdown, Steamers. Halftime score of 28-7. I am kind of curious to see what the numbers look like a little bit here, because, I mean, I don't know how it's... I mean, I guess you have all those interceptions, but... Feels like we should have way more yards than them, but we don't. The ball is being kicked deep. Calvin Austin to start the second half. That ball is lowly caught. Not really going to get the blocks you want. Gets blasted again. Honestly, it's almost like a crash test dummy. Just testing how well you can take a hit. Pretty trustworthy so far. Trey Palmer now. Going to be running that deep sort of cross, I suppose. Open. And that ball is not very good, but Trey Palmer with the speed catches it. We'll say it would throw you off a little bit, being used to Romeo Doubs being that guy for you on that play, and then you have a way smaller guy. There we go, wide open Kuntz. Threw a floater in there just to make sure that ball got there. Little touch pass. Because Romeo Doubs and Trey Palmer are basically the same speed, if I'm not mistaken, but Trey Palmer is like 3 inches shorter, maybe? Maybe only 2, actually. To the outside, trusted the blocks, and for good reason. Rodriguez trying to truck. Gets a couple extra blocks, gains 5. Haven't really run the ball because, as the stats suggest, they are a better run defense team than a pass defense, which I'm a little surprised by. I didn't think I believed it, but you can see here, for good reason, as Morant fights all the way down to the 3. The blocks have been decent enough to get the ball out. The routes have been good enough to be thrown to. And that's how a passing attack works. Let's run the ball. Got the extra player on the wrong side, it seems. And good blocking. Rodriguez, touchdown. Depending how they play this, that could be the last of the starters. Sacked on first down to make it 2nd and 18. They actually came back with a 14-yard play. It is now 3rd and 4 from the 39-yard line. Bull rush. Ronnie does get it, but the guy reinitiates. And oh my God, what a throw. And I thought he was going to catch that. They needed 4 yards, so he threw it 64 yards down the field. And now that we are up, we're going to be pulling some of the starters. Definitely a weakened. Oh, there goes Trey Palmer. Perfect throw. Up the field. Gets to the 50. 20 yards on the first throw from Graves. We need to keep our starters intact, I think. And yeah, Ellison was probably open. But Calvin Austin, 6 yards. Safer. Probably should have just threw it fearlessly. He was open, let's be real. Drag underneath for Griffin. And what a catch in the big fella. Let him cook. Got one read option in this playbook. Looks like a blitz, can't lie, but I'm still going to run it. Oh, he's got room. Graves gets a great block from Calvin. Inside stiff arm down to the 34-yard read option. Back-to-back weeks with a huge read option. Let the man cook, would you? See if we can finish with a touchdown. Dump off to Griffin. Little bit of a head of steam down to the 1. QB draw at the 1. They got 2 players directly lined up over. Still do it anyways. I don't know why we do a spin move there, but this game's great. Even if we throw a pick, as long as it's not a pick 6, this has been a successful drive. This drive's been amazing. Let's see what we got. Oh, we had potentially Palmer, but insta-rushed will lead to a field goal. 3rd and 3 into the 4th quarter. I cannot believe that this Steamers team is 4-2. They do not look good. Taylor. Oh my God, dead to the 2. From the 2-yard line. Run commit. Try to swat. Yeah, that's free as hell. Seemingly just kind of running the ball out, so we're going to be going here on 3rd and 7 to see if we can get the conversion. Running back. Dowdy gets it. Nice fight. 4th and 4. I mean, you don't want him to climb back in the game, but it's still a massive lead. I'm going to go for it. Giving him a short field here is probably pretty stupid, but I just want to test this team out a little. And there goes Ellison, who barely catches it. He don't look like he was going to outrun it. Our guys need to learn to sit in the pocket. You got an open spot. Don't keep running, man. Just sit there. Like you're running into coverage. As Griffin, big fella. I'm trying to think of who he reminds me of. 8-yard gain, though. Don't know who it is, but he reminds me of someone. This could be a massive play. This is a play that they kept hitting us with. Or was it last week I'm thinking of? Palmer, wide open. A great throw. All the way down to the 6. Our starters and our backups look better than them. And then we had this run. I didn't expect us to score on it, so I just didn't commentate. Dive misses. Griffin showing off just enough speed. They're going to call it a touchdown, but I don't know where you see that. I mean, where's the footwork here? Foot's not down. Foot's down, like, technically there on the line. That I think they were right. That's a touchdown. And then we're back on the other side. 45-14. Another 45 score. Offense is just clicking, even with the injury to Romeo. Ronnie! Oh, that's a touchdown. Blow him up. Nope. Forsett just burns us. Touchdown. Wow, that was terrible defense. They're not actually even trying to stop the clock, so we probably don't even need to go for this, but we are anyways. Kuntz, perfect throw. Fighting all the way inside the 5, and the game will be won. What a game for Graves in the second half. 500 yards perfectly for offense. That's all you need to see. 45-21. We're going to win another one. 6-1. Solidifying our lead in the division. Now 2.5 games ahead. Debatably 3 when you consider our division total in general. Lead in the division, which is great. 45-21 victory over the Steamers, who are now 4-3. This is going to be the kind of like demotivator, demoralizer that is going to start them to spiral. Yards aren't that great from Jadarius, but considering Graves added another 134, offense was great. It was really, really good. Looking at the rushing, didn't run the ball much because they locked up the run game a little bit, but our pass game never faltered. So it's just why go away from what works. Receiving, Morant was amazing as he does, usually is. Kuntz was pretty good. Palmer was pretty good. Romeo Dobbs, 60 with a touchdown, but injured, unfortunately. Then we look at defensively, a billion sacks. Kai Gary with 2, Gleason with 2, Shelton with 1, Riley Moss with 2 picks, Wilson with 1, Riley with 1, and then Elam with 1. and a victory for the Bisons. Looking at our upgrades, you have 2 of them. Trey Palmer, he is a deep threat guy. Release would be pretty nice for him, though. I'm going to go Playmaker. Let's see what Playmaker does. It's one of those upgrades that gives you a bunch of everything, and he needs a bunch of everything. 1 a deep route, 1 a catch, 1 a catch in traffic, 1 a juke move, 1 a medium route, 1 a short route, 1 a spin move. Would love to see a release in there, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Just a bunch of everything. And then Gleason obviously just keep getting better at getting to the quarterback with his finesse moves. Gets a +1 a finesse move, which is great. Almost to 90, but with the morale does get him a 90, so there's a threshold there. He might be even better than he already has been. Problem is, broken ribs. What are we thinking, 3 to 5? 5. Damn, 3 to 5 was right, but I was hoping more on the 3 side. Unfortunately, that is another wide receiver injury. Romeo Dobbs already missing time. Back to missing more time. Got a bye week coming up before then, I hope, which unfortunately is not true. That is unfortunate. But anyways, what another successful episode. And next game is going to be against the Armadillos and the Dragons. Some mid-level to good teams, so definitely not a guaranteed victory set there. But then again, the Mounties and the Steamers were supposed to be good, and we didn't dominate them. So maybe we're going to lose to or struggle at least against the bad teams and then beat the good teams. I'm not sure, but regardless, a bunch of staff points on top of it. Successful one. Definitely a successful one. And Jadarius has put up some, pretty damn good games back to back to back now. So maybe a breakout chance coming up. That would be great. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate continued support on the channel. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. And that is about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video,